I think I have it working. If you can hear me okay, let me know. Because I'm not seeing a whole lot here. Thank you. It says excellent condition. So, let me see if that comes through. Well, hey everybody. How's it going? Welcome. We're gonna play with pumpkins today. I've got everything pumpkin. So, I'm hoping I can read your comments if you have any. I'm hoping that you can hear me. If you can't, let me know. But so far it's looking like it's working from my end, so if you could kind of give me a thumbs up or something, let me know I'm coming through okay. That would be awesome, because I'm not really seeing comments. So if you are commenting, I'm not really seeing anything. Well, don't want that. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead. Hopefully you can hear me. If you can, and you can let me know, that would be awesome. All right, first I'm going to start with a box. I found this box at my local reuse it place. It's just a wooden box. It has some apples on the end, and I thought the apples were really cheesy, so I pulled them off. So what I did was I made a little sign that says the pumpkin patch. It's one of my smaller signs. It's like 2x6 or 2x7. Let me measure just to be on the same side. Okay, it's 2x6. All right, I drilled some holes through the box, put my needle through, pulled the roping through, and I'm just going to tie it. Because I wanted this attached to the box. So, I wanted to make it look rustic, so that's why I went ahead and did this. If you can hear me, let me know. Hi, Nanny Dot. Yay! So I guess that means you can hear me okay. All right, so we've got our little box. I tied on that. I found this also. This was just like a wooden garland that I found, and I love these leaves. So I decided I was just going to snip these off of here and glue those to the side of the crate. I like those better. Then I don't think I like that color as much as I like the green. So we'll go ahead and use both green ones. Good, thank you. Awesome. You can hear me. Yay. I kind of like this little piece of fabric. So I'm going to glue that over top here to kind of cover up the holes that's left from the rope, the garland. So I kind of like that. All right. This one is gold, so I'm going to go back and use the gold ones. The sign reads the pumpkin patch. Again, it's one of my new signs. So we're just going to glob on some hot glue here. Put this over where the apple was. And then glue the fabric on top. I like to take things that I find and repurpose them. So this is what we're doing. And like I said, we got a couple of pumpkin projects today. We'll see how many we get through. And if any of you had entered the bow contest, make sure you look at the video I posted yesterday because I announced the winner there. You all know me. I'm Robin from Robin's Wreath. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Aren't those adorable? I think I'm going to have to cut some of those out. I got a small CNC machine, and I am excited because we got a lot of great things coming. We got a lot in store. Right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue some styrofoam in the bottom of this because I want to pile a bunch of pumpkins on here. So we're just going to make a nice kind of farmhouse vintage looking. Well, it won't look so vintage with the Dollar Tree pumpkins, but I can go back and rough them up some. Doesn't that look cute so far? It's just a plain box. I'm sure you can even find these in your craft store. I just thought it looked really cute and I might be able to do something with it, so that's what I'm doing. Alright, so we need some styrofoam. I have a piece cut out here. Actually, I think I'm going to put 2 pieces in here to kind of span it so we get coverage either which way we go. Whoop. So there's one piece. Pull it more towards the middle. There's the other piece. Y'all doing good today? There we go. We've got it glued in there. Now, the object is, and maybe I'll use the brown pumpkin. I think I'll use the brown instead of the green. That might make it a little more rustic. Alright. So I kind of want them to look like, you know how when you go to a farmer's market, they've got usually a big old wooden crate full of these things. So we need my needle to poke a hole in this. See if we can do this. It's just styrofoam. And I'm going to glue this piece of wire that I cut off of one of the items yesterday. We're going to glue this inside. Actually, I think we need more glue. I'll put a little here just to kind of reinforce it. Now, I think I'm going to go like on an angle. Like that. But before I put any more in, I'm going to use some of this crinkled paper from the Dollar Tree just to kind of cover. You could use moss, you could use anything, fabric, whatever you want. I just want to cover up the green. There we go. The green styrofoam. I really don't want it showing. Alright, now the next one, let me see. I think I'm going to do right there. So again, we got to pierce a hole. Thank you all for joining me. It's appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you hit the bell, you will be notified every time I have a new video or when I go live. There. And this one I'm going to put up in here. So let's make sure. Woo! Stuff's sticky. I might have to use. Nope, this might be okay. Yep. I'm just putting a little spot of glue in there, and then making my own pick out of an old, well, it's a piece I cut off. I did the cardinal wreath yesterday on my live. Actually, it was a premiere. No, that's not long enough. I want it to be longer. So I'm looking for a longer piece to add, which I had everything right here. So here we go. I can take this apart and use this. There we go. That's longer. There we go. That's the height I want it. Let's see. All right, now to kind of fill this in, I have some boxwood that I'm going to use as filler. I have some vine, I have leaves, I have whatever. I just thought this would add a nice little bit of color in here. And I like that this boxwood has like a jagged edge on it, because it really grabs in the styrofoam. Put that in a little further. Where's my needle nose? There we go. Doesn't that look cute? So simple. Do you have any questions so far? Nothing? And we'll put another one right here. There we go. I'm going to put some of this up in here. I'm going to spread some of that up. This guy is going to give me a hard time, isn't he? I hate to cut it so short, but he is wobbly at the end. There we go. Now, because this might be seen this way, or it could be this way, I'm going to go ahead and add more of that boxwood in back. So I'm covered either way. So it can go in an entryway, it can go on a table, wherever. Everybody having a good day so far? There we go. So I needed height, so I wanted to keep, I didn't want to cut too much off of it. I'll put this one in here. There we go. Y'all see okay too? I want to get a little bit more of this in here, just to kind of, there we go. There we go. This pumpkin is going to bother me. We're going to have to fix him, get a stronger base on him. Let me see if I need to or want to add anything else in here. I could add some of these. No, we don't want to add that. I'm just looking at what I have to make sure I've added everything I wanted to add. Let's add a few leaves. I'll give it a little pop of color. There we go. And let's see, let's add a tall one in the back. No, I want some with more yellow. You know what? I think I like this better than this. I think the contrast would be better. This was from Michael's. This is called Stem Tinge. Whatever that is. Yeah. So that's got some of the brown in it. It's got a little bit of gold, a little bit of light yellow. I like that better. Oh, thank you. That's appreciated. I imagine your Dillmon. Is that your name? Where are you watching from? I think I need just a little bit right there, but I think this needs to be cut just a little bit shorter. Oops. I got part of that wreath base attached to my embroidery machine. I ran out of room here. Yeah, I like that better. Now, let me see if I want to add one of these. This was also, I think, from Michael's. It's called a heather bush. Actually, no, this was from Big Lots. Let me just check out the colors in here. think I'm going to add one. But I kind of like this. So we're going to cut this off. Then we're going to take this apart and use that little fern piece. Monica, welcome. Wow, Springs, Texas. Where's Springs, Texas? Or Spring, Texas, excuse me. I lived in Texas for a while, back in '78. Very pretty, very hot. Miss my friends. Yeah, I think that just gives it a little bit of visual interest there. But I want this higher here, so we need another piece of that. Just make sure. Yeah, that just needs to be a little bit higher right there. Isn't that a cute little centerpiece? And I think I paid $1.49 for the box. 20% off because it was senior day. I added and made a little sign. This will be in my Etsy store. So we've got just a little design going on here. Just something different. See, that color doesn't go so well with the orange, but it goes pretty good with the brown. No, I think I'm just going to leave it off. I think it's better off without it. So there we go, the pumpkin patch. So we took off the apples, added some leaves to the side from this garland that I found at the Reuse It store. We took it apart and took the leaves off of it. Isn't that a cute little centerpiece? Now these are Dollar Tree. I'm going to add some glue to this. Let's see if we can get him down in there. And then we added a little bit of the crinkle decorative paper. There we go. And we added some boxwood. Just a simple little arrangement for the holiday, for the fall season. All right, we'll put that aside. I wanted to show you these because I made these last year, and these are made out of Jello molds. Okay, see, they're the copper. Aw, thank you. I made these last year and sold a bunch of them. But I just added, it has a little ring attached to the top because they used to hang these on the wall as decoration when they weren't using them. So I spray painted it with a matte finish orange paint, added some ribbon, and turned it into a pumpkin. I did the same thing last year with the bundt pan. Made it into a pumpkin. Isn't that adorable? And that's just with matte finish. Okay, north of Houston. All right, so I know whereabouts you are. I remember coming back, we rode through Houston, and it was 7 o'clock at night. We were on our way home. We had everything packed in the trailer, and it was 104 at 7 o'clock at night. Ugh, that's hot. All right, so I came across this today too. I thought this was really adorable. It's already painted. It's already orange. It was $1.49, so it was 20% off of that. So I thought we'd use this and make something also. And I found these. I don't think I'm going to use these today, but I found these leaves, and I just fell in love with them. They've got like this beading on them. Can you see? I have no idea what I'm going to do with them, but I thought I couldn't not buy them. I thought they were so pretty. I've never seen anything like them before. All right, so we're going to glue some of this in here. Just love squeezing that glue out. All right. Now, in order to cover this up, I could have spray painted the outside of it, but I'm just going to pack some of this tissue paper around it and just cover it up that way. Because I plan on adding a bow with this, so I thought we'll just cover around it. That's what I'm saying. Don't forget your thrift stores, your local places like that. I got this also. This was like 59 cents. I mean, you can't buy them out in the store for that. So, I also had that too, that I could have added in that one too. I think I'm going to add that instead of what I have in there. I don't like that. I'm changing my mind. Okay, wire cutters. I think I like that better. It's kind of looks like wheat. Where are you at? I know I put styrofoam in there. You saw me. There. Let me get one really long here. Boy, this is really hard to get in here. There we go. Now I'm not liking it when I get it in there. Maybe I will just leave that there. It's the fern I like. The fern and the leaves. It probably doesn't look too bad. Nah, it gives it some height. Another pop of visual interest. All right, we're leaving it there. I won't mess with it anymore. All right, with this one, we have several choices here. We've got some sunflowers. I like this bush here. Actually, I love these Chinese lanterns. Let's put that in the middle. And then let's build around that. All right. And I like these because these are like real funky looking. I got these at Michael's. And they're just really different, but I don't think they look good in there now that I look at it. This one has a lot in it. So I think I want to stick more with the smaller flowers. So let's cut some of those off and go from there. That's the one good thing. If you feel intimidated by doing an arrangement, buy one that has several sizes in it, because then you can just build from there. You've got all your color scheme in there. I did show in yesterday's video my new wreath kit. I don't know if you can see it over there. It's wreath kit. It's a star wreath. More over there, there's more here, there's more over here. There we go. That there. I'm going to end up probably having to get some more of this or pull it up. There we go. All right, let's see what else this needs. I think it needs some leaves. Nope. Not that color. Might end up going back to this again. I really like this. I've got my colors in there. So let's go ahead and add some of this. Hello, Maria. Oh, that's great. Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope you're subscribed to my channel. If you aren't, if you just hit the subscribe button. Yeah, I will think of something with those leaves. They're just too unique to pass up. And I love unique stuff. Man, this almost looks like it's leather. It's really pretty. I don't know if you can see from the angle you're at. And I can move in a little closer, so maybe you can see it a little better. If that helps, let me know. If it doesn't, I can move it back. And I don't know if you saw the other week when I did those pumpkins that I had painted, those the set of 3 pumpkins. They sold already out of my shop. And I'm so excited. A local businessman today, who I buy my computers from at KVS, I went in to pick up a new battery, and he said, I want you to make me about 5 wreaths. He said, build them and bill me. And then I want you to give them away locally. So I'm trying to figure out how this is all going to work. I've never done a giveaway like that of 5 wreaths. I was like, wow, that's just amazing. Thank you. I think this needs something really high in the middle. And maybe we should concentrate on one of these. Or let's do a pop of color. Let's get crazy. Let's do some of this. This was a mum cattail arrangement. Or like, I don't want to call it an arrangement. It's like a whole array. Look at that. I didn't cut the cattail out. Yay! Let's stick the cattail in there. I love cattail. Do you remember smoking them as a kid? You would light them on fire and they would keep the bugs away. I don't mean you smoked them. You lit them. There. Look at that. I love it. Let's get some more of that red in there. And then we'll do a bow. We is just doing pumpkins today. And I'm calling this a pumpkin because it's already orange. Look at that. Wow. I love these. I'm going to have to go up and get some more of that. All right, then let's see if we can add some of this. Because this will add some dimension too. It's different. Now it may just, no. It's the color that's throwing me off. Let's do the orange and the burgundy. Let's see if that color looks better. Oh yeah, much better. And I think we need to add maybe one more. I don't like this. So let's get rid of that color. I like the orangey one, but I don't like that. So we got rid of that. Let's put one more, because you know me, I'm very into threes. Visually, I think it really helps in a design. Now that's kind of cute that it's an all side one, all right? So visually, you could put that anywhere. You could put that on a table in the middle. I'm not sure if I want to add this. No, don't like that. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh no. No. Nope. All right. Let's see if we just add a leaf. Come on. There we go. What do you think of that? Then I thought, let's see. Trying to figure out which ribbon I want to use in this one. I really thought I was going to like those Chinese lanterns in there, but I'm not. All right. Visually, let's see. That's clean and sophisticated. This can go with it too. Or, no, I don't want to use that one. I kind of like this one. I think we're going to go with this one. I know, right? It really makes it pop. I'm just going to do a small hand bow on this. So my loops are going to be small because the arrangement is small. You really don't need it that big. So my loop is like a 3-inch loop. So I'm going to do 5 loops on here. I am so happy you all joined me. Thank you so much. Now, don't know if I'm liking it with the red flower now. Wait a minute. Let's keep it more neutral. I think we're better off that way. You think they are? I kind of think the more neutral, because it's lighter, it's going to pop out. You're going to see it more, where that kind of blended in and then was fighting with that. That was just my eye. It could look perfect in somebody else's, but in mine it was fighting it. So now I need some, and I got a couple more pumpkins here that we're going to do, so don't leave just yet. I know I had some tinsel tie here. All right, we're just going to use a piece of wire. I hate using wire because I can't grab it as good as I feel I should. So I'm going to actually attach it to this little piece that I have left over from one of the flowers and use that as my pick to get it into the styrofoam. Now you hold the wire and you twist the bow. And then we're going to glue this down in here. Should have did that before I twisted the wire so tight. Oh well. This is what not to do. Now I'm going to roll that around there a little bit. Pull it down. And I'm going to add a touch of glue to hold it. That should help. Give that a minute to dry. Clip off the excess wire. So I think I got it on there pretty good. We don't need it. And we're going to dovetail our ribbon. These I want to adjust around a little bit. I love that cattail. I love it. All right. Let's pull this forward. Pull this forward. Oh, good thing the glue is dry. That would have hurt. Is there anybody on here that struggles with bows? I did a video the other day of the Bestie bow. Oh my gosh, everybody flipped over it. It is the easiest bow out there. I did post the link. So, but wouldn't you just love to get this as a fall bouquet? Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Am I within eyesight here? Am I up too high? And if you wanted, you could even add a real sparkly pumpkin in there. I chose to keep it kind of farmhouse. I think my tails here are too long, so I'm going to trim those up a little. Look at that. Isn't that cute? So simple. You want to keep your middle up and then kind of go from there. I want this just a little bit shorter. This is just a little too high. I want it close to the other two in height. So there, much better. Oops, pulled off a flower. There we go. Isn't that cute? I still think I need one more high thing in here. So let's go back to, I'm going to call it leather leaves. It has a leather look to it. It's beautiful. Let's go back to that. And let's put one of those in the middle, in back of the cattail. Oh, this is a strong one. Come on. Okay, gone to the big guns. Yeah. There. That's what we needed. Some of that color up there too. All right. So these will go in the shop. By shop, I have a little store attached to my home. So we did this one, pumpkin patch. We did this one. All right. So let me move a few things here. And we'll see what we're going to do next. I can do either. I mean, I could list this on Etsy if I wanted. If you were interested, I can. We're one of a kind. I mean, you're not going to find a box like that anywhere. I just love this. These leaves. Okay. Now, I can either do this one or this one is cute too. This was only $1.59. I love the leaves and the acorns on there. So I think I'm going to wait on that because I know I have some acorns coming in that I want to use. I've been wanting to do this for a while. So let's go ahead and do that. Also, this was a disaster. I got the wrong paint. What I was trying to do, I wanted the same like matte finish as the ones I showed you earlier. I wanted to make a tabletop pumpkin out of this with a stem coming out of here and some leaves. I even thought about possibly using one of these because, boy, look at that color. I mean, you've got some orange in there. So that I'm going to have to get more paint for and do that at a later date. But this is the one that I've been wanting to do. So we're actually taking a pumpkin Dollar Tree frame. I know you've all seen those. But I wanted to do this last year and I couldn't find one. Again, I can put these on if somebody's interested in them. So cute and easy. Now you guys can still visually see, right? And hear, okay? Okay, thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Monica. I knew it was Monica, but I wanted to be sure before I said it. Thanks, Monica. All right. I purchased a sweater today. I have been looking for an orange sweater. We're going to take this Dollar Tree frame and we're going to use the sweater to cover the frame. It is going to look awesome. All right. Now, because the sweater kind of molds to the wire, I'm going to put a piece of fleece over top of it because I kind of want it to lay on top of. I don't really want it to sink in. So I thought by adding this, I'll be able to achieve that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start by gluing the fleece to the frame. Whew. I'm going to start a fire here if I don't move some of this stuff. Sorry, just run out of room. All right. So first I'm just going to put a little bead of glue across here. And be very careful because this is hot. I'm going to pull this up and kind of work my way around the frame. I have been wanting to do this for so long. When I saw that sweater today, I'm like, yay! Every year I look for an orange sweater. All right, I think I'm losing some of the comments here. Let me just scroll up. There we go. This has been on my bucket list for a while. So all I'm doing is just pulling it around. Might have to adjust it here and there. There. Because I want it to be just so. I used to do motorcycle seats and upholstery, so I know the way it's supposed to be done. I'm just getting over anxious because I just can't wait to see this finished. Okay. I think we'll pull down here first. I hope you're all staying safe. It has been so scary. But I'll tell you what, when I get on here and I have you all joining me, it takes my attention away from everything that's going wrong with this year. It's just a nice break, and I hope I'm doing the same for you. I'm hoping that this is just a time where you can just sit back and relax. Sometimes I have projects that go horribly wrong, and we get a good laugh out of it. But for the most part, it's just fun. And I hope I can achieve that for you all. So see, I'm just using the rail on the back of the pumpkin, and I'm just covering it. I'm going to go back and trim some of that when we're done here. I kind of want to cover this little, what do you call it, a stalk, or the top of the pumpkin. Boy, I'm getting that paper everywhere. Okay. Well, that worked out really good, the way that came at the top. So, I'm going to put some glue on that little bottom edge and pull this up to it and hold it for a minute. And then we'll go in and we'll trim some of that. Because I can, like, trace out a piece of cardboard and just cover the back with a piece of cardboard. Or you can also use underlayment. We'll just get some of this excess out of the way. We don't need it. It's on the back. It's actually really good using the fleece because it's like a little pot holder, so you don't burn your hand. And you probably wouldn't need this if you had a really thick sweater, but you know how sometimes the sweaters, you know, with the holes in them, like when you wear it, it kind of stretches it out. So I kind of wanted to just have a thin layer of fabric on the back. If I would have used the batting, it would have made the pumpkin look really white from the front, and I didn't want that. So I thought we'll go dark. Okay, there we got rid of all the excess. And I could have used the pumpkin. I could have just wrapped the sweater, covered the top of it, but with me using only the front of the sweater, instead of using both sides, I can make two pumpkins out of it. Whereas this way, if I would have just covered it totally with the sweater, I would have only gotten one pumpkin out of it. So see, got to get rid of these glue spider webs. There we go. All right. This isn't going to hurt, really. Everybody's like, no, you're cutting up a good sweater. It had to sacrifice. Now, when I purchase my sweaters from the store, I have, I'm a consultant for Norwex, which is all natural products. There was a little snag there, so I pulled it through. Anyhow, we have a spray that is for mattresses, and it takes care of bed bugs and everything. So I actually sprayed this outside and left it in the sun for a while. I kind of want to get that right in the middle. So might end up using some of the buttons here. It's falling in the design. All right. So because I want to use the back side for another pumpkin, I'm going to slit up the sides here. This is actually a large. So if you buy a woman's sweater in a large, you should be able to get two pumpkins out of one sweater. And you could probably even take the top and sew some small pumpkins out of it. Because you'll probably be able to get, I would say at least 2 big pumpkins out of this, and use the excess from the top to stitch you a couple of pumpkins. So I will probably do a video on making those offline. There. So see, we've only used the bottom portion of the sweater. So I can use this part to make another one. I can use this on top and the top half to make a couple of fabric pumpkins. Heck, I might even cover my bump pan with it. Woo! There's an idea. All right, so we're going to do the same thing with this that we did with the other. So we're just going to start gluing. Now I would suggest really being careful because this is going to go right through the sweater. So I would suggest using like a dowel rod or something like I'm doing. Or what I've done in the past, I've actually used one of my glue sticks and held it in place with my glue stick. So you're not touching it, you're not burning yourself. Now see, this is really stretchy. So if I would have put white fabric under here, you would have seen the stretchy. You would have seen the white, and I didn't want the white showing through. And then we'll go ahead and pull this over. That way we'll get our sides and our top and the bottom pulled up, and then we'll kind of work from there. You could, if you wanted, even use clips or clothespins to go around it. And then when you know it's ready, then you can just pull them off. Maybe that's what I should have done. Brought up clothespins. All right. So this is going to be the fun part. Because I really don't want to lose these buttons. I want to make them as part of the design. So just going to glue a little bit here. Sorry, it just takes time for this to dry. And I think what I'll do is I'll put a little bit of glue across. That way I'll hold those in place because that is a raw edge there. Now what you could do ahead of time, you could make a paper pattern out of a paper bag and then just sew around to hold all your stitches so they don't come apart or fray. So that's also an option. Y'all still with me? Or did I put you to sleep already? All right. Now we're going to pull this around and start gluing the rest of the sides. Yeah, I think like clips would probably be the right way. I have some handy here. These are just little ones I use for embroidery. They usually hold my fabric. There we go. Boy, I'm pushing the table away. Sorry about that. And then see if I back this with a piece of cardboard, it's going to make all this go away, so you won't see all these loose edges. And then it really should adhere well and stay in place for you. There we go. Let's do this side, because we'll just do opposite sides like I would do if I was doing embroidery. Oops. Losing it. So there you go. There's another use for an old sweater. And actually, it was quite new. I wouldn't call it old. I'm just going to use my scissors to hold it down. So I came close that last time. There we go. Get here. We need more glue. Then we'll decorate the top of the pumpkin. See, I'm just holding it down with the scissors. Isn't this cute? Oh, this is going to be so cute. Look at it from the front. Is that not adorable so far? Oh, I'm loving it. And you can just push down on this frame. It just pop back up. So these Dollar Tree frames are $1. The sweater was $4.99 with 20% off because it was senior day. And after you're 62, you're considered a senior. So I got a discount. Yeah, let's see. I'll trim this off. See, I do want to close this up with some cardboard because I want to keep all these frayed edges intact. But this will look so cute on a wall, on a door, on your front porch. So many uses for this pumpkin. And I'm so glad you got to join me. Like I said, this has been on my bucket list for a couple years now. Okay, we'll trim off the excess. Doesn't that look so cute? All right, I'm going to take this extra raffia, or this roping that I have, this burlap rope, and what I'm going to try and do here is wrap it around and glue, glue, glue. I want to cover that up. I just want to make it look rustic. So I'm going to be wrapping it and gluing. Okay? I want to capture some of this raw edge here. There we go. And I think I'm going to add a little here too, because I'm going to be covering it up anyhow with the rope. And this way I've kind of kept that secure so it won't unravel anymore. And I actually have this right down the middle. So we've got it. We've got it right in place. All right. So I'm going to start back here by gluing this in place and holding it for a minute, and then we'll start wrapping. And put a little glue here as I go around. could use a paper bag all twisted up and attached to make like the stalk, the stem. And just about done. Gonna get a little hairy up here, so gonna need to add more glue. I like that the buttons are on here and we can keep them as part of the design. That was not the intention, but where they fell, that's where they're going to stay. Hope everybody had a great holiday weekend. Trying not to burn myself. There we go. Really got to be careful at the top. So. Wow, this is really flipping. There we go. And we're almost done. I think we can cut and just get it back through there. Just need a little spot of glue. And lay it back down. There we go. All right, so we've got our pumpkin so far. Now, let's see what we can add to this. Oop. Wasn't quite dry and I just moved it out of place. There we go. All right, let me see what we got. I kind of like the green leaves, but we want it to look rustic. We don't want to use orange because it's orange, so we really want to pull some colors out here. Nope. I think we're going to have to go with this yellow. Nope. I think I have to pull some of these green leaves off of this. Okay, where'd they go? I want to keep them up far enough because I want to keep the buttons in place. So maybe I just need to glue it underneath the button. Let's try that. That seemed to work. And no, wrong one. Not these. I think I'm just going to go with 3 leaves on that side. Maybe, let's see what that looks like. 3 and 1. Nope, I'm going to leave the 3 on the one side. So, get some glue on under here. Pull those under so they stick. This has a little bit of like a hoop on the end, a hook. So I'll get that in there. I could even attach a sign to here if I wanted to. Where's my little sign? Could even like attach that and let it hang like that. That would be cute. But now what we want like a curly Q type thing going on here. Like that. Like a vine. So let's attach it back here. And actually, I did have some green rope. That would look really cute. So I'll look around for that and attach that. And then I think we're done. I can save the other ones for another time. I think we'll do that like that. I think that looks cute. Tucked under the buttons like that. And then I'll either use the green or I'll go ahead and I'll make a curly of this. I think I'm going to make a curly of this. But I'll need Elmer's glue for that, and it'll need to sit overnight. So there you go. We did pumpkin. I think I can cut that. It's not right there. So we did a sweater pumpkin that we're going to add a vine to. And we did our little arrangements. So there you go. We were pumpkins. What do you think? You like? I can't wait to figure out what to put these in. They are going to be so neat looking. All right. Well, I'm going to sign off, and thank you too, Nanny Dot. And then I will fix that up and post pictures. All right? All right, you have a good day. Thank you very much for watching. Oh.